The storm desk. Read the storm, book the roofs, you re-roof a strip center, then keep going back for free. A drain clog here, a flashing touch-up there, a leak call you eat to keep the relationship. The truck looks busy, the favor is bleeding cash. By the end of this, you'll know how to turn that favor into a real maintenance department, a recurring revenue stream that books at margin and feeds your re-roof pipeline. 5 moves. A narrow lane, its own books, the right tech, a clear agreement, a record system. I've watched owners run that crew a year, feel slammed, and lose money, because the big jobs hit it. Start with why the money is real, because the owner's math is real. Proactive maintenance, planned visits before things break, runs about 14 cents per square foot a year. Reactive, waiting for the leak, runs about 25. That gap is your pitch, and it's the owner's savings, not your markup. The Roofing Contractors Association says inspect low-slope commercial roofs at least twice a year, plus after major storms. And most manufacturer system warranties quietly require documented maintenance to stay in force. A steady recurring need sits on every roof you've ever touched. Move 1. Define a narrow lane. The fastest way to drown is promising to maintain every commercial roof in the metro. A lane is 3 things lined up. Customer type, roof system. Geography, something like single-ply low-slope roofs on retail and warehouses within 35 minutes of the shop. The narrower the lane, the more your truck stock, training, drive times, and pricing all agree. A team that sees the same 3 systems every day gets fast and accurate. A team chasing every system across a 90-minute radius bleeds time and stocks wrong. Inside the lane, know the systems you service. Single-ply membranes, TPO and PVC, plus rubber EPDM, modified bitumen, and built-up roofs broadly run 20 to 30 years with good maintenance. Treat everyone as a maintained condition range, not a guarantee. A neglected roof can fail a decade early. A well-kept one outlives the brochure. So roof age here is a band, not a date. That band is the whole point. Catch the roof before it fails, and budget the owner toward replacement at the right moment. Move 2. Give maintenance its own books. The instant service revenue blends into re-roof revenue, you go blind. You can't see weak pricing, travel drag, callback bleed, or admin load. The department runs a year, feels busy, and loses money because one big project hides it. So separate it. Set up a maintenance P&L, profit, and loss, a scoreboard for just this department. The Small Business Administration's finance guidance is a fine starting frame. But the real question is sharper. Per visit, per agreement, what did this consume, and did the price cover it? Now cost a visit the honest way. The price is not the tech's hourly wage. The Labor Bureau puts the median roofer wage around $51,000 a year, but that's only market context. Your real number is burden cost. Base pay plus payroll tax, workers' comp, which runs high for roofing, benefits, training, unbillable time. Then the truck, the gear, the materials, the report time. And drive time is the silent killer. A 45-minute crawl each way on a 1-hour inspection means 2/3 of that labor never touched a roof. Price by zone. Set a minimum. Move 3. Staff for diagnostics and safety, not just labor. The best install foreman is often the wrong service tech. Install rewards speed. Service rewards observation, documentation, and the judgment to stop and escalate instead of improvising. Train the negative skill too, when not to touch a condition. A tech who caulks over saturated insulation has hidden a capital repair and bought you a callback. And safety isn't a bolt-on. Under the federal walking and working surfaces rule, a worker within 6 feet of an unprotected low-slope edge needs a guardrail, net, or tie-off. Move 4. Sell a clear agreement a facility manager can read in 2 minutes. Visits included. Reports and photos they get. Minor repairs included. Up to what dollar amount? What's excluded? How emergencies are billed? Here's the cardinal rule. Never promise unlimited repairs inside an agreement. We'll handle the small stuff is not a price. Sealant and flashing up to $250 a visit. Billed above that with prior approval, that's a price. And write the exclusions plainly. Storm and hail damage, vandalism, structural issues, wet insulation. Honest exclusions keep it profitable. Your strongest selling point is the warranty, and most contractors underuse it. Major manufacturer system warranties require documented periodic maintenance to stay in force. Miss the records, and an owner can be effectively uncovered even though the roof is mechanically fine. Frame it honestly. You're not saying we'll save your warranty. You're saying your warranty requires documented maintenance, and our agreement produces exactly that record, every cycle. The owner keeps their own warranty. You provide the paperwork that keeps it credible. No record. Weakened claim. Move 5. Run the department on records and KPIs, or it never scales. If a roof's history lives in a text memory, the department dies at turnover and can't defend a warranty claim. Every property gets a durable file. Access notes, photos, prior reports, leak history, open recommendations. Then watch a focused scoreboard monthly. Gross margin by work type, so you see which product actually pays. And renewal rate, the truest score of department health. A seam noted in March becomes an approved repair in April, not a flood in July. Now, time the visits to the season, because each one stresses a roof differently. Spring is the recovery inspection. The roof just took a winter of freeze-thaw and snow load that opens seams and lap joints. You find split laps and drains packed with last fall's debris. Clear them before the heavy rain. Fall is the prevention inspection. Clear drains before the leaves and the freeze. Reseal the penetrations a summer of heat fatigued. A roof that enters winter with clear drains and tight flashings doesn't make the 2 a.m. call in January. Between the anchor visits, the high-value trigger is weather. After hail, high wind, or heavy rain, survey the roof regardless of the calendar. That post-storm visit is your other revenue engine, the variable work that carries the best margin when priced right. But hold the line. When a leak turns out to be storm damage and insurance is involved, your role stays narrow. Document the conditions with dated photos, measure, write an estimate. The insurer decides coverage. The owner owns the claim and the deductible. Negotiate it, and you're an unlicensed public adjuster. Your cheapest growth is the work you already own. Every roof you've inspected or replaced is a known property with a known system and a known age band. Mine that history for the roofs now entering the back half of their service life. Skip the ones too new to need you. That turns a static list into a live pipeline. And the department's real prize isn't the service ticket. It's a documented history of which roofs are aging out and when. The contractor who maintains the roof almost always replaces it. Here's where RoofPredict fits, and where it doesn't. It pairs an estimated roof age range with storm exposure modeled per individual building, so you sort a portfolio into watch closely versus too new to bother. After a hail event, it sequences your trucks to the buildings the storm most likely wore out, instead of canvassing blind. And it holds the per-property record, photos, observations, follow-up notes, tied to a specific roof. It does not inspect, diagnose, or decide coverage. Your tech does the inspection. Roof age is a range for planning, not a date. The inspection earns the work. Close the loop. Pilot before you scale. Run 5 to 10 in-lane roofs through the full workflow for a cycle or two. Then read the data hard and fix the model before you add accounts. Narrow the lane. Give maintenance its own books. Staff for diagnostics. Sell a capped, honest agreement. Run it on records. Maintenance isn't a favor you do for re-roof customers. It's a profit center with predictable cash and a documented history that hands you the replacement before anyone else sees it coming. Read the storm. Get paid twice.